Rule 6 is if we have e to something besides just a regular x, we would use this rule. E to something besides a regular x, which I'm just going to denote with a f of x. So we have y equals e to the f of x. So it could just be e to the x squared or something like that. Something besides just a regular x. We'd have to use rule 6. And to take the derivative of that y prime, we would take the derivative of our power times e to our original power. And I don't know what it is with this rule, but let's throw a star on it. I think it's because it comes up a lot in the word problems after it's been a bit since we've used it, but for some reason this is easily forgotten. If you have e to something besides an x, derivative of your power times e to the original power. Put a star on that just because I noticed this is one where I take off points on test 1, and I don't want to have to do that. So if we have y equals, the derivative is going to be y prime, and we have a negative 5x up in the exponent. So it's something besides a regular x. So we're going to take the derivative of our power, negative 5x, that's our mini rule, has a derivative of just negative 5. So derivative of our power times e to the original power. Not too bad unless you don't remember it. So let's do that again. The derivative of g is going to be labeled g prime of x. First thing I want to do is look at my power. It's more than just x by itself, so I'm going to take the derivative of that first. What's the derivative of x squared? Bring down the power, and you have 2x. And then what's the derivative of 1? Well, it's a constant, so its derivative is 0. So you have derivative of the power is 2x times e to the original power, e to the x squared plus 1. Derivative of your power times e to the original power. And you can pause this and try the next one. It's our last example of this type, and it might help you to remember it if you do it on your own first. It's the derivative of f is called f prime of x. So derivative of your power, you have 4x cubed. The derivative of that, 4 times, bring your power down, which is 3, is going to be 12. X to the 3 minus 1 is 2. So derivative is 12x squared. And then we have the derivative of negative 0.17x. That's our mini rule. It's going to be negative 0.17. Derivative of the power times e to the original power. 4x cubed minus 0.17x. And you think, well, I've got this rule. Derivative of the power times e to the original power. But WebAssign will mark you wrong, and so would I. This isn't the right answer. Can you see what's wrong with it? We did the derivative of the power times e to the original power. It's not that. It's that it's the whole derivative of the power times e to the original power. Don't forget parentheses. If your derivative of the power is more than one term, it needs parentheses. So if you're getting marked wrong in WebAssign and you're like, I know what I'm doing, it's probably that you're missing parentheses. So it needs parentheses.